Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
The new teams this season for the Premier League, Edward, is Leeds United, after a 2-year absence, are making their return back into the Premier League. Burnley, after 1 year, obviously they got relegated down. This is also the team that J.J. Watt has ownership stake on. I also believe they bought Espanyol. I think J.J. Watt went in on that.
He bought partial. I think that's what you're correct.
Yeah, so he went in on Espanyol as well. So he really loves his footy. I think someone from Burnley, I forgot what it was. There was this whole story about like, hey, if I'm able to achieve this, I think it was like a clean sheet record or something. He's like, if you do this, you have to come out of retirement and play for the Cincinnati Bengals. I guess the guy that was the player is a Cincinnati Bengals fan, which once again, there's no shame if you love football and American football. There's nothing wrong with it. I like American football as well. I don't know why people make it weird. It's not. Not at all. But anyways, and then the other team, after 8 years, Edward, of torture, of getting relegated to the championship, then getting relegated to League One, almost got sent down to League Two a few times. He had a whole Netflix series following this team going through their struggles, and it is Sunderland. Sunderland has now returned after 8 years to the Premier League. I really kind of wish that the Netflix series would have continued because
it would have brought the rise.
It would, yeah, because I mean, like, say what you want about Welcome to Wrexham, and I'll be intrigued about the whole Welcome to Necaxa. How that series? Obviously, I'm gonna watch it because it's Eva Longoria. But
just
like I don't know if you watched it. I'm a real big sucker for like docuseries. Okay, that's a lie because I'll watch Hard Knocks, but then I'll get bored after like three episodes in. Except for the Texans one, the Houston Texans one, I actually watched every single one, but obviously because I'm emotionally invested in the Houston Texans. But and that was that wasn't a bad Houston Texans. That was like Bill O'Brien era. Anyway, that's not important. But I do like these docuseries, like Welcome to Wrexham. I enjoy watching it. Same thing for the Last Chance U. I don't know if anybody's ever watched Last Chance U, but
I think I heard of it. I haven't watched it yet. I think it's on my watch list.
It's really entertaining. It's literally just a bunch of like guys that just didn't have the grades or were just straight up fucking morons. Sorry for cussing Kelsey. Just straight up morons that like they got dropped out of their D1 colleges and they had to go play junior college.
Yeah.
So like they go play for these. That's why they call it Last Chance U, because if they excel in here, that gets them another shot to go back into Division I football or whatever sport, because they also had a basketball one.
I think I remember seeing that. But
and then I also watched Cheer. That was a cheerleading docuseries. It was essentially their version of Last Chance U with cheerleaders. It was entertaining, not bonking, because I didn't find any of them attractive. The storylines were really I did cry. I did cry while watching that because some of the stories are kind of like very emotional. And controversy was in that series also. So if you guys watch here, go watch it because it's something. But anyways, but yeah, so docuseries, I do tend to enjoy it. I did watch Sunderland, and I did have a lot of fun watching Sunderland Until I Die. So much so, the intro song to Sunderland Until I Die is actually on my Spotify playlist. So like, it's a really good song. It's a nice little acoustic guitar. Anyway, not important. But yeah, so like Sunderland, I have actually kind of not necessarily emotionally invested in this team, but obviously watching that, and I decided, hey, let me do some Road to Glory career modes with Sunderland, and I have done that. It just feels weird sometimes playing because like I don't know, doing the Premier League is just weird to me sometimes just because like I have to play against Arsenal, but yeah, Sunderland was a it's an interesting story, and it's cool that they're back at the Premier League.
I mean, yeah, I think I think it's been a while since I even heard the name back in the Premier League. Took me a while to, catch on. So I was like, Sunderland. I was like, why does that sound so familiar?
Josie Altidore. That's all I gotta
Yeah,
say. Josie Altidore
it's it's
also
a while.
also deep cut Lyndon Gooch never played for the U.S. men's. Well, I maybe has one cap with the U.S. men's national team, but yeah, Lyndon Gooch. That was a. I believe now he's with Stoke City. That's another. That's a
That's
weird
another one.
name.
Yeah,
but
right.
yeah, I'm really excited for these teams. Leeds United, obviously, you got Brendan Aronson over there. Burnley, JJ Watt, I guess. Um, and Sunderland, I mean, obviously, just because of the documentaries and all that, like, I really do hope that they can find a way to stay afloat. But I mean, lately, I'm just gonna say lately. Maybe it's a constant thing, regardless. But like, we have seen the teams that just got promoted just get relegated down immediately. So
Yeah.
that has happened before. Hopefully, it doesn't happen. I do know. Also for Sunderland, they did lose Job Bellingham.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, he went to Borussia Dortmund because and stated and refuses to have the Bellingham name, by the way, on his jersey. I don't know
He
why.
just has Job.
Yeah, he has Job, and they asked him why is that. He's like, I don't want to be like
He's like, I don't want to be my brother.
I don't want my brother's name, and I'm like, it's also your last name. You have the same last name. That's the
Yeah, but when you think Bellingham,
that
I
has
can
nothing
see
to do with Jude.
I can see what he's talking about though, because like literally, as soon as you think Bellingham,
But
you
then he
think
goes to
of.
play for Borussia Dortmund.
I mean, to be fair, you can make your name in Borussia. You don't have like it
Yeah,
doesn't
but
have to be the same
if
name.
you're
I
trying
mean,
to if you're
think
trying to
about.
do create your own page, like create your own book, why would you follow the why would you follow your own create your own journey by following the same pages as Jude? Okay, maybe not the Southern part, but like I mean, Jude went to Dortmund. Maybe you go to Mönchengladbach instead. But I mean, yes, I get it. It's Borussia Dortmund. Why wouldn't you want to go play for Borussia Dortmund?
Yeah, and if
But
Borussia sees something in you, that means you do have something, especially at a young age. You know what I mean?
no, I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. I agree with you 100%. I just thought it was a funny thing for him. That's his reason for wearing to have Job on his back instead of Bellingham because he's like, I don't want my brother's name, and it's just like it's not his name. I mean, it is his name, but it's also your name. Um, but yeah, we'll see what happens with Job, man. I'm really intrigued. I mean, he was a big part of Sutherland's promotion, so okay, maybe I won't say big part. I think I might over exaggerate.
He helped. He
He
helped.
helped in the
He
promotion.
provided. He
Yeah.
provided.
So we'll do that just in case anybody gets mad at me. Um, but yeah, also we got two new managers this season. We have in Brentford we have Keith Andrews because Thomas Frank left, and Tottenham got Thomas Frank. So
It's like, all right, there's the old
because
switcheroo.
Big Ange got the boot. He's out. He's it's crazy. You win the Europa League, and to be fair, Tottenham was Premier League wise. Tottenham was really bad. I mean, like
Yeah,
it was like Man U bad. They were both. I believe they were actually right next to each other. But
I
once
think
it,
what did Manchester United? What was the place they finished? Because
I
they
don't
didn't
know.
even
They
qualify.
were
I don't think they even qualified for champions.
no. Y'all both needed to win the Europa League to go to Champions League.
Yep.
Like that was it. Like that was your only way to get in, was doing that. And once again, I hate having to say that that Tottenham finally lifted a trophy. But
Good thing
good,
you didn't make a bet, huh?
yeah, thank God I didn't. But also, you couldn't do me one favor, Edward. Your team couldn't do me one favor.
Hey. They tried and they were almost successful. But I mean, think let me put it this way. I think Son wanted it more. And I'm
Yeah.
saying Son because, man, even though he wasn't like the major goal scorer in that game, he was running those wings, dude.
No, yeah,
He was hustling.
no, yeah. Hats off to Tottenham. They got. Ugh, I hate saying that. Um, they won. They won, and they're going to Champions League. Manchester United. Maybe this is a positive. You guys don't have to worry about European competitions. You can just focus on league
Yeah.
and Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Maybe that's the positive if you're. Maybe that's the spin zone you choose if you're a Manchester United fan.
Yeah, well, the thing is with me as a Man United fan, I'm still waiting for them to actually win the league. You know what I mean? Like for them to build that team that's going to end up winning the league
Very
because
fair
that
point.
hasn't happened.
I think this
You
is a good
know,
segue into our first storyline. And my question to you, Edward, is especially with the way things have been going with Manchester United managers, how tight will the leash be for Ruben Amorim?
uh, uh, she
I mean,
pretty tight.
a lot of guys been getting fired. I mean, Ten Hag got fired before the winter transfer window. Maybe should have fired him a lot sooner. But neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It is like, do you choose to be patient and see how it pans out? He got his first official transfer window. Like, I'm not gonna count January for him, just because like, what can you do you can't change the club over in January. You know what I mean? Um, you know, this summer was essentially his opportunity to really get guys that fit to his tactics, and also essentially have guys work. Now he knows what he has, right? At least that's what we're hoping for. This is supposed to be the next bright-minded manager out of Portugal. Also, we thought the same thing about Contender with AC Milan. We know how that panned out.
Right.
But like, is Manchester United still going to keep being as strict as they've been and continue on this revolving door of managers if the second they see any sort of, I guess, digression? Is that even a word?
Um, I don't I don't see it as aggression. It's just uh I don't know. Basically, right now he's just basically under the microscope.
Okay.
He's under the microscope. He's making big money moves. Like, um, for example, we were talking about this earlier before the podcast. They're Manchester United is going for Benjamin Sesko, and it's between Man City and Man United to get like the transfer fee, like pay more which money, and of course Man City is winning the race in that one. But it has been said that Sesko says he wants to go to Man United. So if the club has to choose where he would go, I don't know if they would be willing to be like, all right, Man City, you're going to go to Man City, or they're going to be like, hey, which one's going to be your choice? We're going to let you have it. Either way, we're getting a butt ton of money. But at the same time, it's like uh, they already signed two new players. I think actually three new players. And that's the thing. Even though they may not be worth that much money, I think they spent a handsome amount
Mm-hmm.
of millions to buy those players. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, like, but I think what is it? Newcastle. I'm sorry, not Man City. It's Newcastle United and Manchester United that are battling it out to
Okay.
get
Yeah,
Zesco. Yeah,
that makes sense because Isak, I believe, is still
he's still,
in
yeah,
discussion for Liverpool. I believe because
yeah,
I mean
yeah. And so they're,
Arsenal's not going for him anymore.
yeah. So then, I mean, Newcastle's preparing for the, just in case of the departure. Uh, Worst case scenario, I think Newcastle also. Oh, and by the way, uh, Vlahovic has been offered to Manchester United.
Yeah, but at this
So,
point, do you
I,
really want him at like?
and that's the thing. I'd rather have Zesco in Manchester United.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about this. He's fast. He's strong. He may not be bulky strong and like that typical number 9 that you see in the Premier League, but he's pacey as fuck. Like Um, and he's one of my favorite players. You heard me mention him a lot. Darwin Nunez. He's pacey, same thing, lean. He goes for the air balls and everything. But I feel like Zesco can out dribble on a one-on-one. Nunez,
Mm-hmm.
I think, has the ability, but he has yet to find his move. Like, for example, Lamine Yamal.
He's also it was also very early.
Yeah. And I mean, like it's like Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, he basically does a cut. He can go on one, one on two, and then he'll go dribble through. I believe Sesko has that ability as well. He has the footwork to do that. Darwin has footwork, not as well developed as Zesco does. So I feel like Zesco would be really, really a welcome addition to Manchester United if he's able to be gotten, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's my opinion on the Manchester United transfer news kind of stuff. So I'm hoping they get him. Like I'm hoping. Dude, if they do get him, I'll go ahead and start a Manchester United season in my FC, and I'll go ahead and buy him out too.
I mean, that or you just update the roster.
That too. That too.
I think I will. I'm gonna say that Ineos. I believe that's the new ownership group for Manchester United. I don't think that they want to jump the gun. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna ride with Ruben Amorim for good or worse, for better or worse. I think at this point you can't be changing so many managers at this point,
Right.
and so also very fair question: who would you go after in that case? Like if you do move on for Ruben Amorim, who's the sexy name? Not. I mean, I feel like most guys are already locked in. At least,
Most of the big name guys, they're locked in.
yeah,
Um,
or at least happy in their play where they are.
yeah, they're happy with their let me, even like you said, they're happy where they are. Um, I feel like, dude, I don't know, man. That's the thing. It's like, is there anybody out there right now?
That's what I'm saying. So I don't. I think it's twofold. One, I think Ineos at this point they can't afford to do another early
Ten,
firing.
yeah, they can't do it. Well, okay, let me put it this way. Ten Hag to me was not an early firing. It's
Long overdue.
long overdue. It is just such a. It was. I think, and you know what's funny? I think it's like maybe it's a joke, or it could have been true. Like, what if, what if it was that you know how Ten Hag has that he has that presence of like very strict, very disciplinarian. Um, he just he basically pulled that on the board as well. Like the board was like, "Look, we're discussing your future here. Do not do this to me. I will go ahead and do this. I will do that. I will get us ahead. And I'm telling you, as your coach, that I will do it. Maybe.
I think it was just a combination. I think it's just a combination of once again they don't want to. Okay, like kind of like prime example, terrible example by the way, but like the whole Mikel Arteta thing with Arsenal, right?
Mhm.
How a lot of us, including myself, was ready to get this guy out of the team. To be fair though, the roster was god awful. Like I'm just gonna be frank. The Arsenal teams that Mikel Arteta had at the early stages were dreadful. It was literally Aubameyang carrying the team.
Yeah,
But I mean, Aubameyang literally carried us to win the FA Cup. But I think the whole let's run the course. Let's stay on course. Let's see what happens with Mikel Arteta. And I mean, fingers crossed. They look they've gotten better. They were second place last year again, or were they? I don't know. They were a bit short. No, they weren't a bit short. It was Liverpool from a mile away. But they were the closest to contesting for the Premier League. And then I mean they could just figure out how. Well, I mean, let's be honest. No one was gonna beat that PSG team. But I mean, if they would have put up a better fight, they could have been in the Champions League final.
yeah,
Again. So like I think that there's you've seen some sort of progression. The only unfortunate thing is there isn't any trophies to show for it because, like, even the year before, like even Manchester United got a trophy, won the FA Cup, and Arsenal still hasn't had a single trophy to showcase all the positive things that people have been trying to defend Mikel Arteta. So I think that's what it's a combination of like, hey, look, this is what happens when you stay patient with a manager. The other thing is, once again, I don't think Ineos wants to go ahead and fire another manager, go through another search, and hope that they can work. Because the thing with me with the whole Ruben Amorim thing is they brought him in when honestly they should have brought him in the summer.
Yeah,
they should have brought him last summer, so he could have time, get a better idea of what he was working with, add the players that he needs for that 3 in the back formation that he uses, all those things. But they didn't. They brought him in October, and then at that point, he just had to work with the guys that he had. I don't know. Is Lisandro Martinez healthy again?
I think he's still out.
Okay, so I mean that guy, he's good, but he just can't stay healthy.
If anything, wait, is he still in the team? Let me see, because I feel like they put up his contract.
No, I think Lisandro Martinez is still with the team.
Let's see.
It's a great podcast, by the way.
Yeah, right. So this was
no, he's still with the
6 to 9. Yeah, 6 to 9 months.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're definitely not gonna have him for a while.
No, he's not gonna be back until he's not gonna be back until a while. Basically, right. Yeah. But
Harry Maguire looks better though, and that's a positive. But yeah,
I still can't believe. Like, I mean,
but right now the question is there going to be a tight leash for Ruben Amorim? I think there's going to be a leash. The leash is there, but it's not held tightly right now. Like, Ruben can still frolic around. Maybe if he sees something interesting that he wants to smell, he could do it. There's no pullback just yet. But I think if the season continues and it now, I don't know if you blame Ten Hag on why the year ended the way it was, or maybe just Ruben Amorim or the roster, whatever you want to blame. Edward, it's totally up to you. And I'm not. This isn't the time for you to blame it, but I think if you give Ruben Amorim the summer. Let's see what he does in the winter. Like, give him that. I think at this point, because if you're gonna fire him in October, it's gonna be the same thing all over again. So, like, give him that winter transfer window. If he can't figure it out by April, cut ties with him, and then start. Just have an interim guy. Just have an interim guy, and then in the summer, figure out who's gonna be the next coach for Manchester United.
Yeah, it's well for now. Pretty much, like you said, all the good coaches are locked in. They're happy where they are. Even if, let's put it this way, even if they waited out to find somebody before they let him go, I feel like they're gonna still hold on. Especially how you said, like with the new ownerships, they're basically gonna just. I think they're gonna just chill out for a bit, basically ride the wave, ride the lightning that they have on right now. Maybe go for like I said, a few signings here and there, try to better the squad a bit, something that the coach can go ahead and work with. Let him work with something. They're not gonna let him go off and pull David Moyes kind of stuff where he was just buying players that he was like, oh, I like this player, I like that player, and stuff like that. No, I'm pretty sure they're keeping a close eye to like their money in their wallet. They're not just gonna let him go crazy and just like, hey, especially even though, like you said, he just started October, he started a bit late. He basically like what close to the end, middle of like the very first part of the season. But yeah, it's just little by little, baby steps, man. I mean, that's usually what happens. It's like baby steps. The only thing, like I said, it is It's like being Manchester United. It's like you are expected to basically have that found that formula already with what you already have, or yeah, like everybody's already expecting you to be back on the top of the table back in the Alex Ferguson days, you know.
Exactly.
That's and it's been a while. It's like I said, Alex Ferguson days. I'm going back to that. Alex Ferguson days.
I
It's
mean,
been a
look,
long process.
like I mean, people can feel how they feel about the whole Ronaldo going on, whatever that guy's name is, the talk show guy. I should probably start remembering this guy's name, but and it's funny because I always end up saying this. We're like, what's the name of that guy again? Anyways, when he went on that guy's show and he spoke out about Manchester United and he talked about all the problems with Manchester United, how it's so outdated and you know how everything is the same than when he left. So like, I think that there's a lot of internal issues with Manchester United. That maybe that's why the reflection on the pitch is what it is. Once again, I think it's a much bigger issue at Manchester United. People can complain about how the team is terrible and all that, but like at the end of the day, you're signing guys you're supposed to sign.
Yeah.
Like I mean, everyone thought Ten Hag was the guy to sign. Like he was the sexy next bald guy, you know, student of Pep Guardiola, blah blah blah, all those things. You know, that's all I fucking heard. Sorry for Kelsey. Yeah, sorry Kelsey for cussing. That's all I heard about this whole, you know, the whole thing with Manchester United. You were supposed to go get Anthony. You were supposed to go get, you know, Jadon Sancho. Like you're supposed to go get these guys. Like on paper they sounded right, but there's something in that club that just for some reason things aren't working. I don't know if I don't think it's a player issue. I don't think it's a manager issue because then you know Jadon Sancho went back to Borussia Dortmund, went to the Champions League final. So I mean I don't think it's much his fault. At this point, I think Anthony went to Real Betis,
where
went to the Europa Conference League final.
Yep.
Got obliterated by Chelsea, but still, like you know, like at one point you're like maybe it is the club because I mean once again you know Ronaldo probably had like the best statistics in that 9 position you can say,
Yep.
and I don't think anyone has been close to it. You try to get us believe in Højlund. I don't know why I said we, but you know, you try to get Man U fans to believe in Højlund, and then Xerxes for some weird reason, and yeah, I think at this point, if you're
And Xerxes is very young, so I mean that's the thing. It's like if you develop him correctly, oh he'll ball.
I mean, I think the same thing is that you said for Højlund. I mean, the thing is they're both raw. I think
Yeah.
there's still things that need
But
to be tweaked out.
Xerxes, I feel like he has more agility. More agility. Bosman is just a big number 9.
I agree with you. I think this is just a moot point right now. But I do agree. But I'm just saying, like, right now, I think it's an internal issue. I don't necessarily think it's a player or a manager issue. I think it's something in Manchester United that there's a lot of people that think, oh, we just gotta keep doing what we've been doing, and it'll just work out. When in reality, the game has evolved tremendously. And if they're not catching up with the times, that's why they are where they are. And so like I said, I'm going to say that the leash for Ruben Amorim is going to be very loose. Because I just don't think they can afford to do another sacking.
Yeah.
Or at least not till the summer.
Not till then.
Also don't know what Ruben's contract is. So
right.
I believe at this point I just don't think that they can do anything right now. And obviously this is a big what if. Maybe Ruben Amorim can start strong in the season and all this is once again a moot point. Like it was pointless for even talking about this. But obviously Manchester United at this point, where they've been since Sir Alex Ferguson has stepped down from the club, it's just been nothing but a. And I mean, It was a very last year. Almost got very close to relegation.
Mm-hmm.
Closest to relegation Manchester United has ever seen in years. So, very, very fitting to say.
And for a big organization such as Manchester United to, let's say, even be close to relegation, that's a big step. That's a big letdown.
but it might not be a bad thing.
Dude, they would have to let go
I
of
mean,
so many players.
it would clean house. It would clean house very quickly.
It's not about cleaning house. It's like even the big name players would just be gone.
No, that's my point. It's like a get out of jail free card at that point. Like you get to start fresh, and hopefully not go even more. But I mean, I'm whistling way too much at this point. But you get the point. But anything else you want to say before we move on?
No, I mean, we both. I think we both pretty much said our opinions on this.
All right, so then we'll move on to the next one. We'll save the second one, Edward. Is it win or go home for Mikel Arteta?
Ooh.
And when I say win, I mean,
does he get to stay?
Homie, you got to win a trophy. Like, is it this now? It's like, all right, it's cool that we finished the second. It's cool that we were a semifinal away from the Champions League final. Win something.
Yeah.
Are we at this point?
I was about to say, are we at the point of remember what was it? Arsene Wenger? Like where he was like, "Oh, I'm just doing enough to stay in the mid, to stay, like basically stay afloat."
Arsene Wenger was doing enough. Well, okay, look, Arsene Wenger got so much leeway from the fact that he had the Invincibles, that the fact that he's had some of the most iconic Arsenal club sides ever. Obviously Dennis Bergkamp, you had Thierry Henry, you had Patrick Vieira, you had Jesus Christ, Sol Campbell, you've had Lemon, before he started chasing people with chainsaws. Like you've had, like he is Arsenal, almost. His name's almost Arsenal, but like
right.
Same thing with you could say for Manchester United when the club has been always identified with this one manager. A lot of great things has happened under Arsene Wenger's time. I mean, there's no like rebuting it. We had the Invincibles because of Arsene Wenger. Like he was part of that Invincible team. At the end of the day, that's all Arsenal fans have writing for them, Edward. That's all we got. We went undefeated for one season. We got a golden trophy instead of a silver one. Even and I get it. The people that are like, "Well, Man City had more points than any than the Invincibles." I get it. They drew a lot. They still went. They still went undefeated. Like, I mean, I don't know what else to say. So, they almost lost, but they didn't because they drew. But,
right.
Anyways, that's not important. But and obviously when Arsene Wenger left, I believe what was it? Unai Emery took over.
Yeah, I think Unai Emery was the one that took over.
Unai Emery.
I want to say he had a fair run. That was it.
I mean,
not great, but
got him to the Europa League final. Got obliterated by Chelsea.
Damn. I mean, so far the thing that I'm listening to here is the keyword Chelsea.
Fuck you. Sorry for cussing, Kelsey. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of like who was the. We had Unai Emery. We had. Was there another manager? I believe there were some other ones. Probably not important. All right, Mikel Arteta, obviously. And there was another man. It's not important. Anyways, we got Mikel Arteta now, which in hindsight, many people were like, "This makes sense, right?" Because played for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Another Pep Guardiola, another student of Pep Guardiola. I get it. So I think it made a lot of sense to go after Mikel Arteta. He was the next guy that should be a manager at some club, and we just happen to be that some club. And I mean, like I said, with what little he had at the time, it wasn't all bad, right? I mean, once again, he won the FA Cup, mind you. It was carried by. We beat Chelsea to win that FA Cup, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then since then, when he started able to add the guys that he was wanting, the only thing that was frustrating, as I was screaming for every single time on the television, we need a 9. Why don't we go get a 9? We should have got Isak. We should have got this guy. We should have got Vlahovic. We should have got this. You heard me, Edward. You heard me with the rants about constantly wanting a 9. And instead, we go after a midfielder. And instead, we try to make Kai Havertz a 9. And instead, we have Gabi Jesus, but he just can't stay healthy to save his life. It was just like, and even I was trying to sell myself on Gabi Jesus.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I mean, dude, he did pull some moves. It's just like you said, he just didn't stay healthy.
He just didn't score some goals. So that was the other issue. But yeah, so look, am I excited for Yorkies? Best believe it. But yeah, I think this is win or go home. He's got to win something. Like, I mean, I'll even take the Carabao Cup. Like, I mean, like he's got to win a trophy. Like, he needs to. The Arsenal fans need to see some sort of silverware be lifted by Arsenal at some point this year. Whether it's the Carabao Cup, whether it's the FA Cup, which seems to be the only cup we tend to be really good at times. Whether it's the Premier League, he's set. He's set for life. At least that saved him at least another 5 years. Yeah. But like Champions League, that guy's got a job for life if he wins the Champions League. But yeah, I think
he'll retire. He'll be like Alex Ferguson and retire with that club if he wins the Champions League.
The first ever Champions League in Arsenal's history. But yeah, I do think it is very much win or go home. Like at this point, I think you got everything that you want, right? You got your Spanish goalkeeper David Raya. Your back line is pretty world class at this point. I think it's safe to say. Dude, yeah. William Saliba, Gabriel. I don't know what you have at fullback.
You have the defense of Brazil, bro. The center backs of Brazil.
Well, Saliba is French.
Oh yeah. You're right. I'm tripping. Sorry. Oof.
French Brazilian. Your midfield. I mean, what else do you need to tweak in that midfield? Odegaard needs to step. Odegaard needs to step up a little bit more than last year. Last year was rough. You went to go got Zubimendi. You got yourself your 6, right? Thomas Partey's out the door. I think that's a positive.
Yeah, I think he's out the door.
Yeah, I think he's going to Real Sociedad, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have Odegaard. You have Zubimendi. I don't remember the other midfielder, but you have your midfield. Your attack is finally complete. You got Starboy Saka. You got Georgies. I think you're still trying to get Rodrigo. Because
I think so.
Because God forbid if I see Duque or not Duque, Maduke, I'm a freak out, Edward. I'm tired of these like Chelsea rejects coming to Arsenal. We got Kepa. Arsenal went and got Kepa. It's like, why? Well, to be a backup. To be a backup.
To be a backup. But think about it. He was also Real Madrid's backup.
Yeah, but he lost his job to Lunin. Like Lunin beat him out. He lost to an unknown keeper. Like we knew Lunin was good. We just didn't know better than the guy that his coach was trying to sub him out for penalties, and he said, "No, I'm staying." So that's still going to be the highlight of his career. But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna say it as an Arsenal supporter. Yeah, if Arteta doesn't win a trophy this year, it's GG.
You think it's curtains?
It has to be, man. Like I don't know what else can he do. Like maybe he took this team as far as he can. Now is to bring somebody else that can bring in a different perspective. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who, to be honest. I still want to believe in Arteta, even though I was very much Arteta out early on. But I just don't know who else you bring in. I really don't. But I think it's very much win or go home.
Damn. All right. Well, we have a whole season to find out. Hey, for all you know, it won't even take the whole season. They'll probably pull a Manchester United. Oh,
God, no, I hope that doesn't happen. Don't need that to happen. Jesus Christ, God forbid that happens. All right, the last story I want to talk about, and I think we need to start having this conversation. Well, I mean, the jokes were funny, right? The whole Todd Boehly thing, that was kind of funny. But I think it's starting to work, Edward. I
You think so?
I think Chelsea might be for real.
Not might. So?
I don't think they might. I think they are for a fact for real. They got immensely better. They finished in the top 4 last year. They dominated like they should dominated the Europa Conference League. Like, I mean, it was literally men amongst boys. No offense to the teams that participate in the Europa Conference League, but Chelsea very much should have won that whole thing, and they very much did. Like, it was not even like there was no question on how bad Chelsea took care of business there. But and then on top of that, you're the first ever FIFA Club World Cup winner.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Cole Palmer.
Oh, dude. He's
earned
sick.
the 10.
He's
sick. Earned the 10. João Pedro. Bro, if you were hoping to be the future the 9, I'm not gonna say future. You were hoping to be the 9 for Chelsea this season. Start finding your exit plan, because I think João Pedro is like him and Cole Palmer is going to be a problem.
Yep.
Premier League this season. Enzo Fernandez, bro.
Oh, he started finding himself there. Like, this season, he's been
captain. Well, co-captain, but it's still captain.
Captain on the list.
Reece James, hopefully he stays healthy. I don't know why I'm saying hopefully. I don't like Chelsea, but let's be honest. Like, this team looks pretty good. As they should. They did spend a lot of money to get these guys, but yeah, I think it's fair to say Chelsea's going to be contending for the Premier League this season, which sucks for me because I would really love to watch like young Kippa still struggle, but that guy's going to have a lot of happy Chelsea videos. If you guys don't know who young Kippa is, go find him on TikTok. It's funny, but I don't think it's going to be funny this year. So, I think Chelsea's going to be really good.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we were talking about Cole Palmer, and I mean, like I said, he's let's put it this way, like the region of Frank Lampard, in the sense of like his free kicks, his shooting, it's just
once again, Manchester City, morons for letting this kid go. I mean, I get it, maybe fair play, but
financial fair play, but also, I mean, it's not like they're not stacked as it is.
You could have got rid of Gundogan.
that's beside. I mean, isn't he like a co-captain in Manchester City?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's the
he's part of the captain. He's part. No, Rodri. Rodri's the captain.
Rodri's the captain. Rodri's the captain, but he's a co-captain, I believe. Because I mean, dude, some of the goals that he's scored, some of them are like totally unbelievable. Like, it's you keep forgetting Gundogan. He came out of Dortmund, and then he balled out. Where did he go after that? He didn't go straight to Barca after Borussia, did he?
No, he went to.
Was
there a loan to Arsenal? I feel like there was a loan to Arsenal at some point. But
was it Arsenal?
I could be wrong. I know he went to Man City.
Yeah, the thing is, I think it was like he went to Man City, left to Barcelona, then went back to Man City again
for free.
Yeah, and so I mean, he had the choice. He had the choice of, hey, you want to renew your contract or you just want to leave. He chose. He wanted to leave, and I mean, dude, like, I know
for a fact Gundogan's good, despite his age. He's still very good.
He has that footwork that you would think like freaking 22-year-old kid would have, and then somehow ends up scoring as well.
It still doesn't change the point that Cole Palmer is really good, and I'm Manchester City is kicking themselves right now for letting that kid go and become now the star of Chelsea. The new number 10 for Chelsea, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think, Chelsea's going to be a problem this year.
Yeah.
And I hope I jinxed them right now.
It's like you just oomphed that. You just oomphed it. You just give them a big old bump, and then
Like
they're like,
as Americans, we probably should be hoping for Todd Boehly to prove the doubters wrong, but he just said a lot of idiotic shit. Like, I mean, sorry for cussing Kelsey. I mean, it was like Trump levels of mediocrity. But like, yeah, no, Chelsea's probably gonna be good. Remember, this Todd Boehly also brought up the idea of an all-star game for the Premier League. Just want to point that out. Like, I don't agree with anything this guy says, but I mean, at this point, how much did they spend? Like $500 million? Probably more. No, no,
just about, just
does
about.
I mean,
I think just about.
remember the jokes? Like they had so many players that they didn't have room in the locker room. I mean, like it paid off.
Yep.
And somehow Arsenal keeps trying to buy their players. I mean, that's why they're fine, I guess. And sucks. I'm tired of buying their old players. But then when we sell them one of our players, it's a great investment. Olivier Giroud.
Oh yeah.
I hate this. Anyways, but yeah, so I think Chelsea's gonna be good. Edward, who's your team to watch?
My team to watch is honestly, it's your team, Arsenal.
Thanks.
Just want to see where they're gonna end up heading, what direction they're gonna end up going. Like you said, it's either make it or break it from Mikel Arteta. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be an interesting watch. Let's put it this way.
You're right. I mean, get your popcorn ready. I hope. Whether
Yep.
positive or negative, get your popcorn ready.
You're like, I hope it's positive.
I hope it's positive. My team to watch is going to be, I think it's going to be Bournemouth, and the reason why is they had a really positive year last year, and they lost a lot of players. I mean, their whole back line is almost gone. I mean, the only thing the only player that's still there is Julian Alvarez. But I mean, like, I believe one player went to PSG. Obviously, Højlund is now with Real Madrid. So, like, I mean, how does Bournemouth respond? Like, also, fun fact: Michael B. Jordan is one of the co-owners of Bournemouth.
Oh yeah.
I saw the movie Sinners. I don't get the vampires. I don't really know why the vampires were needed in the movie. It was funny. I'm not funny. It was good. I mean,
It was a very good movie. It's just it threw me off too. Don't get me wrong.
like I just didn't get of all things. It's also an Irish vampire. So which I was like, I don't think that makes it like our that vampires were from Transylvania, but it was a good movie. I mean, if you want a good laugh, I mean, it definitely wasn't Michael B. Jordan's fault. The movie was not great, but it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. The music was good. Yeah, the vampires just threw me off. It's just like, all right, F it, vampire movie. Okay, so
It's like, all
right.
fair deal.
What does this have to do with Jim Crow? But all right. Anyways, that's not important. But yeah, my team to watch is Bournemouth. I just want to see how they do because I feel like they had a very positive year last season, and hopefully those losses don't bite them too much, and they can still stay in the Premier League. Like, that's what I'm worried about. That's my concern. So, they did lose some players, some really good players, especially in the defensive side. How do they respond to keep that team afloat in the Prem? Which, it does. It's unfortunately that's what happens in the Premier League. Like, in any league in general, if you have a good team that probably, in hindsight, has no business being on the top part of the table, the reason for you being in the top part of the table immediately gets taken away from you. So there's that. Edward, who's your player? Who's your player to watch?
My player to watch. I mean, transfer isn't over, but with what they have right now. My player to watch. You know what? Alexander Isak.
Ooh.
Because I do, yeah. Because I mean, if he stays with Newcastle, or if he somehow ends up going to Liverpool, Yeah, he's a really top candidate to watch. One of those strikers that you're just like, like he's really, really good. And he's again product from Borussia Dortmund,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it's like, dude, he's a really, really good striker. Like if he goes to La Liga, I feel that he could help out. And I'm not saying like a big name team. Like I'm saying like Real Sociedad.
Which he did.
Oh yeah, he did. And what else? If he decides to go back to La Liga, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't have to go back to Real Sociedad, but if he goes back to La Liga, I feel like even in Italy, he can make it come through. So it's just he's he is one of those players that you're just like you really hope that he continues having a great season
Mm-hmm.
because he's also not like you don't hate him because he's not out there in the news because of whatever. It's just he's like the underdog, I feel, but he's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
Who's your player to watch?
My player to watch is it is going to be Florian Wirtz.
Oh, very good name. Yeah, you're right.
Dude had an amazing season with Xabi Alonso at Leverkusen. He's probably going to be another former Leverkusen player that becomes a stud in the Premier League. Hungmin's son, Kai Havertz when he was at Chelsea. So I think he's gonna prove
Dude,
himself playing in that 10
mhm.
role. By the way, that midfield of Liverpool
Jeez.
was already disgusting as it was. It just got even more disgusting. That team just got even more disgusting in
Yeah.
general. You got fucking Frimpong. Sorry for cousin Kelsey. Also, he gets a familiar face. Frimpong is also over there with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, this Liverpool's gonna be filthy. Liverpool is just so unfair. I still can't believe they're the team that like catapulted PSG. Like that's the team that PSG had to overcome. Like that was their Goliath to start their story for the Champions League.
And
Like that,
don't you think also like whoever would beat Liverpool, like the ones that were the favorite to win, don't you think that would have been like okay? And if the way they beat them
huge
too,
chip on their shoulders.
yeah,
Like that gives you like the ultimate like that's like getting the little star at Mario Kart. Like
yeah.
no one's
You're just
stopping you at this point. Yeah, there's no stopping you at that point. Like let's just be
hmm
honest. Like let's call a spade a spade. Like that team is good. Which I guess this is a good segue into the last question, Edward, which is will Liverpool win the league, and if not, who?
Mm. I mean, that's a fairly good question, dog.
I'll give you my pick, Chelsea.
Chelsea, you think so?
I think Chelsea wins the Premier League.
And I'm pretty sure you're gonna say that Cole Palmer is gonna be like their line in the sand. That's gonna be their win.
I think it's a combination of him and João Pedro.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I think João Pedro has showcased like to all the other nines that are in that Chelsea locker room. I think João Pedro. First of all,
He-
Brighton once again great business by the way, buying a player for cheap and then selling them for a lot. Like I mean, Alexis McAllister,
Oh yeah.
João Pedro. Yeah, like there's Brighton's just like we're just here, but that's fine, and they're just there counting.
We're just collecting money.
Hey, there's some kid in like Uganda right now that's only like worth 10 mil. Let's go get him. We're about to make that kid 80 mil.
Probably not even 10 mil. It's like, hey, he's worth 7. It's like, all right.
We're about to hit these profit margins, boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just what they do. So, but yeah, like I think Chelsea's very much for real. I hate to say that. Once again, maybe this would be low key trying to jinx them, but yeah.
I think you're not low key trying to jinx him. I think you said that you've been trying to jinx him, so you've been saying their name. You've basically been trying to pull the same jinx,
But they're
curse,
actually
whatever.
good.
No, but I'm saying like you're trying to pull the same jinx that you do with America. You keep saying America whenever it's like America
And they
versus
still
Luka.
win.
So don't you think? Don't you think you're doing the opposite? Don't you think it's the opposite what you're doing then?
How am I doing the opposite if I'm doing the same thing I did with Club America, which Club America is probably going to win it, and they do, except against Toluca. But maybe there's a Toluca in that Premier League right now that could prove me wrong.
Right.
I doubt the Chelsea teams. Oh man, I am not going to be on TikTok at all. I just don't want to see young Kippa be happy. That's I don't want to see him. I don't want to see any Chelsea fan be happy. And it's crazy. My cousin's married to one, so.
No, man. How's that feel?
It is. It is.
It is what it is.
I can't say anything. It's my cousin, so.
Right.
I get it, but yeah, no. I am actually very sincere. I do think Chelsea will be lifting a trophy, probably the Premier League.
Okay.
All right, Edward. I gave you time.
I mean, truthfully speaking, I just want to see Manchester United rise out of the ashes.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh. Hey, man, guy can dream, can he? Let me dream.
You can dream, but then you eventually have to wake up.
I feel like, no, you know what? I take it back. I think I'm going to stick with Liverpool.
Okay.
Safe bet, but also, like you said, picked up Wirtz. And yeah, like,
Bro, if they get Isak. Also, no one's going to be allowed no one in Liverpool is allowed to wear the number 20, so.
Yeah, of course not.
Great call by them.
Yeah.
But...
They basically retired the number, and I don't think they're going to pull it out anytime soon. If anything, I think everybody, no matter what player it is, no matter what,
no one's wearing
what
20.
year, nobody's wearing 20.
I don't want to. I don't want to like I don't. It's not the Rey Mysterio Eddie Guerrero thing. I don't want to say that, but I mean like there's obviously going to be a lot of meaning, a lot of with this season for Liverpool, right? Especially for what was this season was going to be for Diogo Jota, being the fact that, which remember last year I was in shock that Darwin Nunez was benched and Diogo Jota became the guy up top.
The star, yeah.
And so like that was Arne Slot's guy, and so I was just like, oh my god, like this next year is going to be even more crazy with Diogo Jota, like how he was able to fit so well to Arne Slot's like system, and so I was just like, this is going to be insane. Obviously, for obvious reasons that we're not going to be able to see that, but I mean you would believe that not only the players of Liverpool but the fans of Liverpool want this for Diogo. Like they want this season to be played for Diogo.
Exactly.
And so, like once again, I don't want to be the guy that says that, but unfortunately, I just became the guy that had to say that. So there's a lot of meaning for this season if you're a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
So. And
knowing Kelsey, I know he would want Liverpool to win the league for Diogo.
Yeah, also I'm not like Man City should be brought up in the conversation, but like I don't know what happened last year. Like I don't think it was the players.
No, I think it was just everybody else just got good.
Yeah.
Everybody else picked up players that they needed and they went ahead and did it.
Yeah. Maybe playing from the back isn't necessarily as good of a formation as we all thought it would be.
Who is that guy?